Hello everyone and welcome to another royal reading, and just a housekeeping matter before I start this reading. I am aware that some of you are suggesting topics that aren't Harkle related in the comments. I'm very aware of that. Interesting topics that I really would like to read on. There just isn't the support for it at the moment in this channel, and I am thinking about in future perhaps venturing further afield with the readings that I do subject wise, and perhaps starting another channel, but that at the moment I don't really have time to do that, and I will think about it in future. I think the Harkles story at some stage is going to wind down, possibly this year. It's a big year, and I think we're going to reach a kind of climax of sorts with the story this year. So just to note, I am thinking about it. I am aware there's some very interesting topics out there, but one that has such universal appeal that so many people are interested in so many different parts of the world for so many different reasons, and so much learning that's coming from it. It's very difficult to find something else to read on that is similar and that really interests enough people to justify it from my point of view in terms of time and effort that I put into this channel. So thank you for those suggestions, keep them coming, but right now I am just going to focus on the Harkles, and today I'm going to be digging into the past again, and a sinister past, potentially sinister past, not so much in this reading but in the next reading, but I am using the Edgar, can we see him? Yes, we can. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot today for my reading. And this topic that I'm doing now is whether Harry and Meghan have bought the silence of the Markle clan. Thomas Sr., Thomas Jr. and Samantha. Samantha, of course, brought out her first volume of memoirs, which seemed to be highly edited. Large chunks seemed to be missing. There was a promised second volume. No sign of it, no sign at all, and everyone was terribly disappointed with the first volume. The big reveals that were promised just never came, and she denied lots of things that lots of people think are true. Samantha went out of her way to say, no, absolutely not, that never happened, that's not the way it was. So that was Samantha. Thomas Sr. has popped up every now and then to give interviews, hasn't really followed through on any of the threats that he has made to reveal things about Meghan. And Thomas Jr. appeared, of course, on Australian television, and I did a reading on that ages ago, one of my very first readings on this channel, and I could see from that reading that he had things to say, and it looked then as if he was going to say them, but instead of saying them, he apologized to Meghan. Apparently, I didn't really follow that story, but it does seem as if he has gone quiet as well. Cards are flying all over the place, which means they're ready to talk. The Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Ooh, it's quite a mouthful on a steamy afternoon here in South Africa. So I'm going to do a 5-card reading and see what I can see from this, whether Harry and Meghan have actually shelled out money to silence the rest of the family, how they feel about the rest of the family, and what really is going on. And I hope you can see all of that, because I think I have forgotten to turn my light on. I have forgotten to turn the light on. Never mind, we can see, and we can see the 8 of Cups as the underlying energy of this reading, which is the card of moving away from difficulty. Interesting energy. Perhaps the family has decided en masse to leave the past behind, the difficult past, and walk away from it. And perhaps Harry and Meghan have made it worth their while to do that. Forget their grievances and move on. Interesting energy indeed. And heart of the matter as far as this topic goes. We get the Chariot in reverse. Wow. Chariot in reverse. Cancer card, first of all. Thomas Markle is, of course, a Cancerian. A journey that has stopped. A ambition that has been thwarted with the Chariot card in reverse. Something stopped in its tracks. Derailed. Gone off the road. Usually I see that card when I'm looking at the Harkles themselves, and their journey has been derailed, their ambitions have been thwarted, and they are the ones lying in a ditch. But in this case, it does seem as if whatever ambitions, whatever hopes members of the Markle clan had for making money, for improving their lot in life on the backs of Harry and Meghan, does seem to have been stopped. Interesting. So, big question. Second card of this reading. I always do 5 cards, and then the underlying card is the 6th card. So a bit puzzling, I know, when I talk about a 5-card reading and then there are 6 sitting on the table, but that's the way I do it. Second card of the actual reading. Did Harry and Meghan pay money to silence the Markles? We have... It's hard to read this upside down without the light on, I have to tell you. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse is letting go of something, dropping money, dropping your money, not hanging on to your money when it's in the upright. 4 of Pentacles. And it's not very clear, this Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. It's rather a fun deck, but it's not Rider-Waite. It's not standard illustration. So you have to know the Rider-Waite Tarot in order to be able to interpret these cards, for those of you who are learning tarot. 4 of Pentacles means hanging on to your money, hanging on to your security, being quite greedy, being quite blocked. But in the reverse, letting go. And it looks as if Harry and Meghan might have actually let go of some money. Money prized out of their fingers, but also money to make the others let go of second volumes of memoirs, appearances on television. That card really does look quite suspicious to me in terms of whether it is a money card. Of course, it's Pentacles. It is a money card, and it is in the reverse, and it is literally meaning prizing those fingers open so that money falls from them. The 4 of Pentacles in reverse. And always there is a disclaimer in the description box of all my readings on this channel, and let me just remind everyone, this is all allegedly, this is my opinion, and this is for entertainment purposes only. So let us see, in the gloom of this reading, I wouldn't be surprised to see the moon come out. We already have the moon in the 8 of Cups, which is an unusual addition to that 8 of Cups card. It doesn't normally have the moon in it. How do Harry and Meghan actually feel towards the Markle clan right now? The 2 Thomases and Samantha. What are their intentions? What are their feelings towards him? The world. They want this chapter to end. They want the story to end. The world is about successful endings, conclusions of stories, closing that book, opening a new book, closing a chapter, starting a new chapter, but successfully. And I think that it really does say to me that they think that they have now got these loose cannons under control, under their authority, and that they don't have to worry about them anymore. Does seem that way to me with that world card. The world can of course be publicity, can of course be broadcasting things abroad, but in this case I don't think so. I think it is literally, we have ended this, we have closed this chapter, and we're okay now. It cost us some money, not huge amounts, 4s, not huge amounts of money. Cost them some money, allegedly, according to the cards, the way I'm reading them, interpreting them. But yeah, end of the story, seemingly. My next card is the hidden energy in this little spread, and it is what is really going on behind the scenes with Harry and Meghan and the Markles. There has been talk always, right from the very beginning, that the Markles were all in on it, that it was just a long con. Meghan and her family, the rift was contrived, false, that they were all in on it, all trying to make deals, trying to get as much out of the situation with the royal family as they possibly could, and that there really wasn't a rift between them, and everybody knew and everybody was in on it. That is the rumor. Again, I have to say, disclaimer in the description box, rumor. Rumor has it, what is going on behind the scenes with the Markles. Wow. Okay. We get the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is a collaboration card, teamwork. It is a joint venture card very much. It's all pulling together, wanting to send your ships out. Very loud bird is joining in here. Okay, loud bird. All pulling together for a purpose, for a goal, to expand, to grow a business, to grow an idea, to bring back the goods, send things out, make them come back. They've multiplied, they've grown, they've expanded. But you can see, because we're in the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, that there's trouble brewing for the conspirators, because I'm in the Edgar Allan Poe deck. There is trouble there. There is a whirlpool. There is a ghost ship. Whatever they thought they were going to do, and I'm sorry there's shadows all over the place because silly me forgot to put the light on. There is trouble for that ship, that ghost ship. Things didn't go according to plan. There was a plan. And possibly there was with that card. Possibly in the beginning there was a plan all to work together on this long con, alleged long con. It has gone awry. It hasn't gone well. Dangers, hidden dangers for them that they didn't foresee. That whirlpool. The ships that in the Rider-Waite Tarot are coming back in daylight with sails full of wind and cargoes, holds full of cargo. Is now a ghost ship that is on stormy seas. And the little moans you can hear are Tom. Tom has joined us today. Tom's dad is away and Tom is a little bit miserable. And we have all the other crew here as well, but they're quiet for the time being. So anyway, that is what's going on there. Three of Wands, a very interesting card. Very, very. And the outcome for the Markles, are they going to start popping up again? Bad-mouthing Meghan, or is it over? And I see the King of Cups in reverse. Possibly Thomas Markle will appear again to express his sorrow, his displeasure, because it's the King of Cups as a water sign man. He is, of course, the water sign man in that family. The very upset father, very, very upset. I think he genuinely is very upset. I've always seen that in readings. I don't think is at all happy with the way things have gone, whatever the intention was when this all started. Very, very unhappy man and distressed, and he may come out and express it. It's hard to tell with the King of Cups in reverse because it can just be a silent sorrow, silent grief that he is experiencing. And I have seen in other readings that he really did think that eventually Meghan would come to her senses, forgive him for whatever wrong he has done. Really very hard to fathom how she could be so angry with him for that slight misstep of those very silly photos that he set up. There is rumour, while we're on the subject of tricky rumours, there is always the rumour that Meghan actually, behind the scenes, set that all up. It's still on my list of my to-do list for readings of this kind, going rummaging in the past to see what was really going on. But a very unhappy man there, and whether he pops up and does express his hurt, his heartache, his grief at losing his daughter. It's there in the energy. I don't know whether it's going to be silent grief or expressed grief. He, of course, has terrible health problems, and of course, it could really go very badly wrong for him, and then very, very badly wrong for Megan if she hasn't made peace with her father. And that's what that card is telling me. But it does look as if the Markles have decided to walk away from their past sorrows, their hurts, their grievances. That road is blocked to them. Looks as if money might have been shed, small amounts, but enough maybe to end this chapter. It does look as if there were plans and schemes in the past that have gone awry, and one very unhappy Cancerian still in this story. So there it is. On to the next one. Thank you as ever for watching, and I'll see you soon.